Remote conferences do not work. Okay. I'm gonna put my foot in the sand on this one. Remote conferences. I saw something the other day, which was about a remote conference. And I'm thinking to myself, I love remote as much as the next guy, right? I'm a huge fan of remote work, right? I never leave my house hardly, except to go to the gym. But like, it's funny, like it's almost like there's a halo effect around the word remote because remote work is so cool and other remote things are cool. Like being a digital nomad and living remotely is cool. But like certain things, if you apply the word remote or the concept remote to them, it just doesn't, like, it might sound kind of cool, but it just doesn't work, right? So like, for example, remote marriages, right, are not good. All right, there's nothing good about a remote marriage, right? Now, remote friendships, you can have some pretty good relationships that are mostly remote, right? But certain things don't work so well. What makes remote work is that this is going to sound very circular, but you can get work done from wherever you are, right? And then you can produce the work, you can get the work done and deliver the work, right? And you can do it on your own schedule, wherever you are. That's great, right? Everybody loves that. So a remote conference, the idea of a remote conference is like, hey, we're gonna have a remote conference. Everybody log in. It's gonna be on the computer, and we can watch talks that are all virtual, and maybe we can like talk to each other virtually, whatever. And I love the idea behind it. I love the idea behind making it easier for people to make it to conferences because it's hard to get to actual physical conferences and stuff like that, as well as expensive and everything. But what makes a conference is not just watching the talk on video, right? Because there's videos for that. Like all you got to do is like, that's not a remote conference. That's just a YouTube video. If it's live, then it's a live video. Like that's what it is. It's not a conference. It's a live video that you happen to be watching. Maybe there's some ways you can virtually network with each other in some kind of a chat room, but that's not a conference either. That's Twitter, basically. That's chatting. So you really can't replicate what a conference is remotely because it's all about the in-person dynamic, right? It's like going back to remote marriage, right? Like marriage is cool, remote is cool, but remote marriages are not cool. You want to be in person for that, right? So yeah, that's my thing. I know some people might disagree with me. I don't mean to throw any hate anybody's way if they're organizing a remote conference. Again, I appreciate the effort into it, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's transformational experiences that people can have at remote conferences, and maybe I just don't get it.